Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I'm going to let you know whether or not I want to pick it up, and then you let me know down in the comments whether or not you're interested in picking it up. And remember, it is okay to disagree. Friends don't always agree, but friends are always kind and respectful towards each other. And if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. So if you want to see some more makeup videos on your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos per week. I feel like this is the second new makeup releases in a row where I'm wearing somewhat of a neutral look. I don't know what happened. I'm actually wearing the new Jacqueline Cosmetics palette. I was too curious. I wanted to see what the format was like. That video with this look plus one more and swatches and my thought. Could you hear my dog sighing from the other room? That video was live yesterday. So if you're interested in that, I will leave a link to that in a pinned comment together with the things that are on my face in case you're interested in any of the things that I have on my face. And all the things that I'm going to be talking about in today's episode is going to be in the description box. Don't forget to check the description box for all the info about everything. My other socials, my merch shop, my vlog channel. I am filming a vlog this week. There's going to be a vlog next week. I've been a little bit up like everywhere with that, but I'm doing my best. There's also a link to my membership, and if you want to join my membership, there's also a button next to the subscription button. It is an optional thing if you want to join my membership or not. I'm gonna have a new membership video live in the beginning of the next month. I also did add some new emojis to my membership, so if you want to use some emojis in the comments down below, I have now added a couple of new ones. And I think that was like, let's scoochy and we can get in to the news. Let's start with this one because I feel like this is the one where I was like, why is everyone talking about this? And this is the What the Foundation Tinted Moisture Balm by Jones Road Beauty. I had never heard about Jones Road Beauty until I checked up on it, and it's actually a makeup brand that is created by Bobbi Brown. So after Bobbi Brown sold her own brand, Bobbi Brown, she created this brand that is called Jones Road Beauty. So this is another makeup artist created brand. This is her second brand. So I think that is fairly interesting. I feel like the range of this tinted moisture balm seems really good. There's more than one dark shade to choose from. Not 100% sure if porcelain, like just comparing it to like the white background, if that is like light enough for someone that's actually porcelain. On the other hand, she is a makeup artist and she has been working as a makeup artist for so many years, so I feel like if anyone knows what works on different people's skin, it should be her. This one is available. It is $44 each. It is a buildable light to medium coverage. I am not in the market for new foundation right now, but I will say it makes me a little bit intrigued that Bobbi Brown started another brand. It's like, okay, go off. There is a complexion product coming from Huda Beauty as well, and I feel like last time I was at in a Sephora, I was there with Samantha March and I was by Huda Beauty and I said, I'm surprised Huda Beauty hasn't come out with a new concealer. Exhibit A. So apparently she was thinking the same, that it was about time for her to come up with another concealer. She does have a full coverage concealer in one of those squeezy tubes, if I'm not totally mistaken. I have not tried it. I have not tried a Huda Beauty foundation either, but this is the Faux Filter Concealer and it has a luminous matte finish, which usually means that it is a concealer formula that dries down. So it's not like super creamy or like super dewy, but it still has a luminous finish, like a satin sheen to it. That actually does sound like something that I would enjoy. So I don't know. Are you interested? I don't know. I don't think that I'm gonna be the one that orders this first and like it. That's not what my channel is, like being the first one to try like concealers and foundations and stuff. But I will say that I am intrigued, and if this gets good reviews, I might pick it up because a luminous matte finish when it comes to both foundations and concealers for me usually works out because I want a formula that dries down but doesn't look flat, and to me that's what it sounds like. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like. Let's get into the weekly Colourpop segment. They are releasing a collection that I'm not interested in, actually. Last week they had the Winnie the Pooh collection, and I did buy that one, and it got shipped to me. I bought express shipping, and that's why I got it so quickly. And I had a video up on that this week. If you're interested in seeing swatches and thoughts and 2 looks with the entire collection, I really think it's so cute. I still have it here in front of me. I just think it's so cute. I'm a big fan. I mean, of course, the nostalgia of it all is like playing into it, but I just think it's so cute. And this week, I feel like Colourpop has just adapted a weekly release. Colourpop has a release once a week. They're like H&M. So this is the Apricot Me Not. And this isn't for me. I'm wearing a neutral palette. I was doing with the Winnie the Pooh collection, which I myself think is a neutral palette. For me, a neutral palette is a good neutral palette for me if it has not just browns or grays. Like, I like some muted colors, like the Jacqueline palette has a couple of muted oranges and some couple of muted greens and gray. Like, it's a neutral palette, but there's something, and it goes from really light to really dark. Same with the Winnie the Pooh. There are like browns and neutral shades, but it goes from really light to really dark, and there's a couple of like muted yellows and muted greens. I'm about that. So for me, I need a neutral palette to give a little more than this. This is for me the kind of makeup that I don't go for, which is very light to mid-tone in just one light peachy nudish range, and it's just not for me. I think there is a dark color there. This is for me a little uninspiring. I will say the packaging is stunning. I do love Super Shock Cheeks, but I did just buy the ones from Winnie the Pooh, and those are more up my alley because they're like yellow leaning, and these are more pink leaning, even though I will say I love pink cheeks. But yeah, this is an easy pass for me, but I think a lot of people that probably look at some of the latest Colourpop releases and thinking like these are too colorful, these are too much, probably looks at this and be like, yeah, this is my everyday makeup. This is perfect for me. But it's not perfect for me, so I am not going to purchase this one. As you're watching this, it's already available. I will link it down below. This one though, I am a million % getting this one, and that is the new cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is called the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and it is a face and body cream bronzer. It comes in 4 different shades, which I think is the same as her powder bronzer. I think it's 4 different shades, right? And I am probably gonna be the one that is like the 2nd shade, I'm guessing. Because I remember I have the medium in the powder bronzer, and there is a light one, or like a fair, I think it's fair, medium, tan, dark, or deep, something like that. And the fair one is just, that would not work for me. It's just too light. But yeah, I'm definitely getting this one. It says coming soon. Usually when Charlotte Tilbury is like sneak peeking things and says coming soon, I would say it's about a week away. And usually things come to her website first, and about a week and a half later, it comes to like Sephora and other retailers. I love shopping from the Charlotte Tilbury website, by the way. Like, always gotten all my orders super quickly. They're always so well packaged, and I've never had any problems at all. So, and she always had really good like bundle deals if you want to buy more than one item. So if you've never shopped from her website, I actually do really like it. So I will link that as well down below in case you're interested. I think I might buy this one too. I feel like I'm very light in the shopping. I shouldn't be, because I'm gonna have my monthly haul live next week, and it's a lot. It's okay. This is the new Brazilian Joia Milky Leave-In Conditioner by Sol de Janeiro. I love a leave-in conditioner, both for the hair but also for extensions. I am currently not wearing extensions. Like, this is my own hair, and this is my hair without straightening it. I like this is my ridiculous hair. I have super straight hair, but I do like expect myself to buy some extensions in the future, just clip-ins, and I love a leave-in conditioner for my clip-ins. And I actually used up the one I had in Sweden, and I didn't buy a new one. So I think that maybe this one, because it smells so lovely, and who wouldn't want your hair to smell like this? I did try the Sol de Janeiro dry shampoo. Lovely smell, but not the best dry shampoo I've ever tried. This is coming on May 3rd, and I think I might try this. $28, it's not that much for a hair product, especially if it smells nice. Yeah, I think I will be purchasing this one. By the way, thank you so much for everyone who recommended some really nice hairsprays to keep a curl a little bit longer in the Texas humidity. I'm gonna at least try a couple of those out and see what works for my hair. This is also back in stock. Did you try this? Okay. If you tried this, let me know what you think about the Fenty the Parfum, because I feel like I am a big fan of fragrances, and I know like this smells like something I would like. Tangerine, blueberry, Bulgarian rose, geranium, patchouli. It's so expensive though. It's so expensive. $140, and it's like, this isn't, don't think that this is available in store. And is it too florally? Is it like a typical floral scent? Because if it's too florally, I'm not about it. But I love the bottle. Please let me know. It's back in stock. I will leave it down below. Maybe you're like me and you're like, been wanting it to come back in stock, and now that it's back in stock, I'm like, I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want it. But yeah, I'm very intrigued by this perfume. I just don't know if it's a good purchase for me. Maybe that's how I should put it. There's a new concealer coming from Saie. I still have not tried Saie, and I feel like the biggest reason why I haven't tried Saie is because I remember that video from Hannah Louise Poston when she was doing basically like Saie was a crap brand, and I have not since then tried it. This is a clinically tested with powerhouse ingredients like squalane, glycerin, cucumber, and tomato extract. Ultra hydrating sheer concealers that covers just enough and illuminates a lot. That doesn't sound like something I like though. I like a medium coverage concealer. Like a medium coverage concealer, that's where it's at. Sheer, I don't think that's for me. It's $26, launching soon. I will leave a link down below where you'll be able to find it, but I don't think that this is for me. I don't think it's for me. I feel like Saie has that like Glossier vibe, and I don't think that that's the vibe that I like. I've tried Glossier. I don't think that that's the vibe that I'm going for when it comes to makeup. There is a new collaboration between bPerfect, and they are collaborating with Makeup by Alinna, and this is a kind of a fun collection, but it's not for me. This is the Rain palette. It is 30 shades, and then there is some creamy matte gel liners, basically meaning that they will dry down to a matte and not a metallic. This looks really pretty, but it is another rainbow palette, and I understand that when you I understand, trust me, first-hand experience, I understand that when you're doing a collab, you want to put in all your favorite colors, and especially if you love colors, you're like, I want to have purples, I want to have pinks, I want to have blues, I want to have greens, I want to have yellows, and all of a sudden, it's a rainbow palette. And I've said this before, but the rainbow has already been curated for you, and it is looking like an absolutely stunning rainbow palette. It really does. But this is like, what, the 4th rainbow palette from bPerfect, and like at least 3 of them are collab palettes, and there's nothing against that, but I do think that sometimes a brand needs to be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do another rainbow collab palette, because if you own any of the Carnival palettes, like at least 1, 2, 3, there is 4, right? They're rainbow palettes. So yeah, I think it looks beautiful, but I'm gonna opt out because the last thing I need is another rainbow palette. And I'm actually like, I am familiar with Makeup by Alinna, but I'm not like super familiar with her. I think it's pretty, but at some point you're gonna have to be like, how many rainbow palettes can we have? This is interesting, and I think I'm gonna pick something up from this, and this is the NYX Pride collection. And I mean, it's cute, it's all fine and dandy. They are re-releasing the This Is Everything lip oil, and they're having it in 3 different shades. The lip oil from NYX is actually really, really good. But what I'm interested in is the Ultimate Eye Paints. These are $10 each, and I want to get that yellow because I want to see how it is. I'm having a yellow moment. I am having a yellow moment, and it also says NYX is a proud ally of the LA LGBT Center all year around. So that's really good. It's always nice to know if they're tapping into Pride Month to make money. It's also nice to know that they're giving back, and I feel like it's good to at least announce this so that people know, because there's always this discussion every year, and there's always brands releasing Pride collections without actually donating any of the cost. There's nothing wrong with making a rainbow palette, but making a rainbow collection for June, that's when it becomes a little bit of a so for whom is this? I know a lot of you are super intrigued for me to try out the Made by Mitchell brand. I did have a absolutely horrible customer service experience with the brand, where I basically had... It's a very, very long story. I don't remember what, but I had to literally tell them, give me my money back. Like, it was intense. So for that reason, I haven't been that interested in trying the brand, because sometimes you have that horrible customer service, and it doesn't matter how much other people are enjoying the brand or how much other people are saying that they had the best customer service. It doesn't take away from the experience that you have, and sometimes that just taints the brand or the store or the person for you, and that's just the way it is. And I feel like I'm still not over it. Maybe I'm petty, but I'm still not over it. And this is some Blursh lights. Their blushes are liquid blushes, and they've had some ones without shimmer, and now they're releasing a couple ones with shimmer. I see that there's an orange shimmery one there. Yes, it's very pretty, but I am actually gonna opt out because I'm still not ready. There are so many brands that I love and so many brands that I'm so excited about trying new products from. The last thing I need is another brand to review. That's just not a concern for me. Unearthly Cosmetics is releasing a slew of fun things. Some of them are pre-sale, some of them are coming earlier than others. She wanted to do a pre-sale so that if you were shopping from abroad, if you were shopping from outside of the US, you could bundle them together and pay for shipping once. The only thing to think about then is that the order will not ship out until the last item arrives. So keep that in mind when you're shopping the site. Make sure that the things that you're adding in your basket, that you're actually willing to wait for the pre-sale if it's a pre-sale. But she is releasing the Leather and Lace palette, and this is what she calls a neutral palette for a color lover, which is me. I think this is beautiful. It is berries, it is terracottas, that seem to be some greens in there. There's it's a whitish gold and a matte black. I think this looked absolutely incredible. I know she said she's sending this to me in PR. I cannot wait. This is an empty magnetic palette, and this is the Unearthly Empty Magnetic palette. If you, for example, were having some of her single highlighters or single blushes, or if you just want to put some single shadows, create your own palette. I always love the artwork from Unearthly Cosmetics, and I love that she's just not putting something together in paint. She's actually paying artists to do stuff that reflects what she wants her brand to be. I will say I really admire her from doing things properly from the get-go and just making products that actually look really good. She is also re-releasing the Don't Be Jelly shadow, and this is now a 9-pan shadow palette with all shimmers. I feel like these are duochrome / multi-chrome palettes, and this is also up for pre-order. I think it's up for pre-order now. I will link it down below. Don't forget to use my code Angelica to get 10% off when you're shopping at Unearthly Cosmetics. Why wouldn't you want a discount if you don't want to use mine? Just use someone's to get a bit of a discount. I will, of course, put that down below as well. I'm pretty sure that this is a reformulation of the old palette to fit her new aesthetic with the square pants and everything. And I'm fairly sure that there was something else as well. Magnetic palette, Don't Be Jelly, and Leather and Lace. Okay, these are the 3 things that are being up for pre-sale. The magnetic palette is shipping early May if you're only buying that one and things are in stock. Of course, she has other things in stock as well. Again, check the website down below. She has so many fun things, like right now it's so much fun. And then the Leather and Lace is coming mid-May, and the Don't Be Jelly is shipping out late May. So if you wanted to have more than one thing, just know that it won't ship out until all the things in your order is in stock. So check the website, and I will leave all the info in the description box. But I'm so excited about that Leather and Lace palette. Like, neutral palette for color lovers. Yes, please. Oh, let's talk about this one. By the way, I can't believe people are still buying these lip injections from Too Faced. Who are you people still buying this torture device? Like, what's happening? Like, I've tried one of those when I was in LA, because I lived in LA for 3 months. Like, lived in LA, but we rented a house for 3 months. You can stay on like a tourist visa. And we were here for 3 months back when I was a model. I think I was 25, so 13 years ago, 14 years ago. Actually, I think I was 24 now that I think of it. Either way, I bought one of these lip glosses, and I was like, what is this tortured device? Like, that's how I discovered my absolute hate for these stinging glosses. And they're still, what is it now, 14 years later, still releasing them. These are some new, I don't know, lip injection maximum plump products in 4 shades, and they're intense. They're not for me. I can't believe people are still buying them. But in this picture, you can also see I have it here, the Fluff and Hold. I actually did buy it. I am wearing this in my brows today, and I will say this works really good. The only difference between this one and the Patrick Ta one is that this one picks up a lot more product. So I would say take off some of the product off the spoolie before you go in. Otherwise, you're going to end up with too much product in your brows, and it might look a little wet, and you don't want your brows to look, if you want your brows to look wet, that's perfect. But it really, it is a BDSM hold. Like, it really is. I'm very impressed. And also, if you're like me, if you're like an idiot like me and you don't realize, because in this picture you can see that there's a tool, and I'm like, what is that? Okay, I was like looking, I was like there's nothing. It's here. You screw this on, and it's here. So here's the tool. There's a little comb and there's a little brush, and I actually think that this tool is going to be beautiful. I didn't find this tool though until after I already applied my brows, and the reason why I'm telling you is because nowhere on this packaging does it say that there's a tool hidden here. So that's why I'm letting you know. But first impression of this product, really, really good. Really, really good product that does exactly what it promises and a little bit more. I'm just a little sad that the tool is hidden. They could have at least had like an arrow, pull for tool, like something to let us know. Something to let us know. Because if I hadn't seen this marketing picture, I wouldn't even know to look for a tool. So I think that is a little bit of a miss. They should really put something like that on the packaging somewhere, just to let people know. But that one is available. I will link that down below. I recommend it. I recommend it if you're looking for a brow gel. I think it's really good. Pat McGrath is getting into skincare, and I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? Why would anyone be surprised? Everyone's getting into skincare. I think that the way that like other luxury brands are, like Charlotte Tilbury, Dior, Lancome, like why would they not want to do skincare and makeup? I would not be surprised if we started seeing skincare from Natasha Denona either. Like, it makes sense for them to have skincare. I will say I'm a little bit surprised that the first skincare product from Pat McGrath Labs is in essence. It depends though. It depends. If this is like an essence that you can use and maybe you don't need anything else, then an essence and like a somewhat of a cleanser, an essence and a moisturizer, maybe that's great. But it's a Rose 001 The Essence, and it is transformative secret to hydrate, revitalize for luminous skin, formulated with 97% botanically derived ingredients, which for me, it's not like this natural thing is driving me crazy. Natural, free of chemicals, like it's driving me crazy. What do you think is best for the environment? To go out and pick the flowers, or to recreate them without having to go out and pick them? What do you think is the best? Like, I honestly, I don't understand. Sometimes I feel like people don't understand how like molecules work. Like, don't get me started, but like sometimes I wish that people would just say, you know what, I don't understand this, so I am gonna trust that someone with a degree in this knows better than me. I just wish that that was the time we're living in, but that is not the time we're living in, because everybody's getting a science bachelor over at Facebook, and it drives me crazy. But this is, I don't know, calms, rebalances, fortifies skin barrier. This whole fortifies skin barrier, I think that we had an age of exfoliants and people were going bananas with exfoliants, and then everybody ruined their skin because they were over exfoliating. And I feel like we're now entering an era of refortifying the skin barrier with the, like, you know, the ceramides and the niacinamides, and we're like, oop, we ruined everyone's skin, now we need to repair it. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. I don't think that this is anything that I'm gonna try. I'm not looking for new skincare right now. I'm actually trying out some new skincare that got sent to me in PR from Bubble, and so far so good. So yeah, I'm not in the market for new skincare right now, but let me know what you think about this. As again, I am not surprised to see any makeup brand come up with skincare at all. Oh, there's another Pride collection, and this is from Wet n Wild. Apparently this has already been spotted in stores. From this, I can't see whether or not they are donating to anyone, but again, this is just someone that's taking pictures in store. This is not the official marketing pictures from Wet n Wild, so I'm sure that they will announce like what they're doing to help the community later on. I feel like this is a more playful take on Pride makeup, because I feel like this is like more of a Pride festival makeup. I love the rainbow lashes. They are so fun. Some press-on nails. I feel like this is a fun, playful, affordable collection. Is it for me? Not necessarily, although never say never with those lashes. If I see those in store and they are cute, those might jump into my basket. But again, I will never be sad to see a really affordable brand do more colorful makeup, because it makes it a little bit more accessible. Even though I don't need to own it, I can still appreciate knowing that it exists. Ofra is coming out with the liquid highlighters, or actually I think they're already available. It comes in 3 different shades, and it is made with skin-loving ingredients for full radiance experience. It has a bunch of fun ingredients in there: sodium hyaluronate, aloe vera, horse chestnut extract. My English pronunciation with words sometimes is a little bit iffy, but this formula soothes, smooths, and hydrates the skin as the pearls from their best-selling highlighters melt seamlessly into the skin. I'm guessing this could be used either as an all-over glowing primer before foundation, or just on the tippity points of your face if you want to glow a little extra. It comes in 3 different shades and it's $29 each. And like I said, I'm fairly sure that these are available. I will link them down below. We have a sneak peek from MAC, and this is MAC in collaboration with the Black Panther. This is the Wakanda Forever Fall. This is for Fall 2022 collection. This looks really like cool, like gorgeous, like fun, and I love the packaging. I love the choices with the imprints and the highlighters. I honestly think that this looks really, really fun, and I think that if you are a lover of the show, you will be able to find something here that you can like, because it seems like there's going to be both highlighters and lip shades. And yeah, just if you're a lover of the movie, or if you're a lover of the franchise, I think that you would be able to find something here. Just that imprint and that highlighter is stunning. And also, like, there's like patterns on the lipsticks and the lip gloss packagings. Like, yeah, I actually think that this looks really cool. I'm super interested to see how this looks once it comes out, but this was just a little sneak peek of what's coming this fall. The new palettes from Gloss Gods are available. It's called the Sky collection, and this is like another like addition to their like Do Chrome Multichrome collection. They had 2 palettes from before. It's Look for Rainbows and Dancing in the Sky. I don't know if these are sold out or not. I will leave a link down below. They also have 2 other like more space themed palettes from before. If you're living in Europe, like Gloss Gods is a Swedish based indie brand. If you're living in Europe and you want to try like some more special shades, I definitely recommend these. I think that this is just such a fun addition to this whole collection, because I feel like sometimes in Europe it's really hard to get a hold of these more special shades. Of course you have Glam Shop. UK has a couple, but like you still have to pay customs if you you're living in Europe because of Brexit. So I do think that this is a really good alternative. Of course, Gloss Gloss sends worldwide, so if you're living in the US, you want to try Gloss Gloss, that's totally possible. I will link it down below. If they're sold out, I'm sure they will restock, because they did restock when they sold out of the old palettes. I did not purchase these myself because I don't need to be reviewing any more palettes. I don't think these are being sent to me in PR. I mean, I moved to the US. It's not that easy for Swedish brands to be sending you PR when you move to the other across the world, but I still think that this is a great brand to try out if you're living in the EU. Oh, I should have put this together with the other Sol de Janeiro thing as well. When you're looking at links down below, I'm gonna put this together with the other hair product, and this is that they have released that scent that they did a new body cream that was a pink, like a pink little jar, and had a new scent. They're also releasing that scent as a body spray. So this is the hair and body fragrance mist. It is to match that new Beija Flor Elastic cream. So this is jasmine and pink dragonfruit, fruity florals. It comes in 2 sizes, $35 or $20. I bought one of these body sprays myself. I bought the collaboration that they did with Anita, and it is so delicious. I've been spraying it like crazy. So yeah, I could be interested in this. Did I smell that pink cream when I was in store? I feel like I didn't. But yeah, right now I'm definitely not in the market for this, but if you are, maybe you were like looking at the cream and you were wishing you could have more products with that scent. Here we are. XX Revolution has released 2 new palettes. I did see that these were available at Beauty Bay if you were interested. I'm not 100% sure where you can buy XX Revolution in the US, but I'm sure they have a retailer because Makeup Revolution is all over. Maybe they're also at Ulta. Honestly, I have no clue. But this is the Luxe eyeshadow palette in Mint Master, and it is the Luxe eyeshadow palette in Bitter Peach. I mean, they're nice color schemes for spring, I guess. I have heard that the XX Revolution eyeshadows, that people love them. I hated the ones I tried because the shimmers, they creased within like 10 minutes and nothing could save it. Nothing could save the creasing. Glitter glue, primer, nothing. Nothing saved the creasing. The mattes were okay, but like not revolutionary. But I have heard a lot of people liking them, so maybe they have changed the formula for something better. I don't know. But people do tend to say that out of the Makeup Revolution formulas for eyeshadows, the XX Revolution is one of the better ones. I'm not taking poison on that, but you do what you want with that information. Gurmand Girls is also coming out with a eyeshadow palette that all like these shifty, shimmery, multichrome shades. And this one is called Galactic Gourmand. And this is a 6 pan shadows. It has 4 duochromes and 2 multichromes. And this is $35.99 USD. I'm fairly sure that this is available, so I will link it down below in case you're interested. Gurmand Girls is based in the US, so again, like it depends on where you are, what will be the easiest way for you to ship, because it is always easy to shop within your tax region, so they don't add a bunch of extra tax or a bunch of extra customs or like shipping fees. It all depends on how eager you are to try something, of course, but I just want to let you know that that one is also available. Let's end with something that I think is so ugly, and I feel like I'm the only person in the makeup community that just looks at these House of Siage, and it's like, I just feel like this is over the top 80s glamour that we did not ask to come back. It's just bow tie and colors and crystals, and it's just, I don't like this aesthetics at all. I've said this before. I think you're paying for an aesthetic, and I don't like the aesthetic. They're now doing a collaboration with Batman, and they're having a fragrance for $395, a lipstick bow case, $295 for the lipstick, $400 for perfume, $300 for lipstick case. I don't understand. And then the Vengeance fragrance, $300. There's a candle for $60. Like, I understand that you're paying for the luxury experience with the decor and the crystals, but the thing is that I hate that. I hate the extra everything with the fluff and the bows and the crystals and the colors and the enamel. I absolutely despise it. I don't like that kind of aesthetics or packaging at all. I'm not into the bling or the glam or the extra everything when it comes to aesthetics. I've said this before. I feel like I've said this before, but about 1.5 years ago, House of Siage actually asked me if they could send me PR, and I declined because this isn't my aesthetics. Like, I wouldn't appreciate what you're paying for, because you're paying $300-400 for this luxury thing, and I just feel like it looks gaudy, and it's not for me. It's not my aesthetic. If it is your aesthetic, listen, I'm happy for you, but it's not for me. I'm not the person that feels like this is worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That's just me though. And if you feel differently, listen, I'm happy for you. I really am. It's available. I will link it. I think it's available. Okay. I feel like that was everything for today. It feels really weird to have like my straight hair. Like I've had like the curls and the extensions for so long on YouTube. I mean, I like my hair. It's fine. It's nice, but yeah. It's just a little bit weird. Don't forget to check the description box to see details about everything that I talked about. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Check your subscriptions. YouTube has been doing that weird thing again lately where they're unsubscribing people even though they want to be subscribed. So check if you're subscribed. If you want to be subscribed, please do. I don't know why YouTube hasn't fixed that yet, because I get messages quite often from people saying that YouTube unsubscribed them even though they didn't. I don't know what's going on, but check that if you want to. If you don't want to be subscribed, that's totally fine too. Listen, I'm here for you either way. I hope you're having an amazing Friday, and I will see you... Actually, I don't know. I will see you in my next video. It's gonna be on Monday at least. I'm hoping to have my member video up as soon as possible, but I also don't want to work this weekend because I have been working so many weekends in a row and I kind of want to take a weekend off. It would be nice, but yeah. Member video coming as well in the beginning of May. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!